All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Tua on the fake, gets it to Waddle. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. In motion, it's Waddle. On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And he'll work this forward to the 35. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Gets this away, and it's a good one. Angling toward the sideline. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. Going up top. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Off play action, it's Tua. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
He'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 45. Second down and 8. From the gun, here's Tua. That'll be intercepted. Into space. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first point to this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick 6.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Tua gonna give this to Wright, and he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just gonna have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Tua. Over the middle. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. It's picked up by one of his teammates. Tyreek Hill. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa. Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg. To take for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
That ties the game at 7.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Dotson, the man in motion. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
Second down. Nix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Nix from the gun on third down. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
He'll return it from the 11. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
On 2nd down, here's Wright. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Here's a screen coming for Wright. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
That's complete. It's Waddle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Tua now on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Hill. First grab of the game for Tyreek, and he's got a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Again, it's Tua. That's going to be pulled in by Wright. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Off balance throw, it's complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On the zone read, it's a give to Wright. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Run again with right. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. First down. First and goal.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
He'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Miami. It's his third touchdown on the year. Carlson now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Dolphins will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Mims sent in motion here. Now, a second down throw for Nix. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
Mims sent in motion here. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Returnable from the 17. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. On first down, here's Tungo Vailoa to throw. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And he can't hang on. It is incomplete. A chance there, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. It's 2nd down. The give here to Wright. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Here's 2. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. The defense plays it beautifully on that one. They knock him back to the 7.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Nix now on 1st and 10. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. After 26 yards.
Throwing is Nix. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And he'll take this forward for about 5.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 5.
Here's Nix to throw. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Oklahoma. And the Dolphins have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. So now the Dolphins turn it over to their field goal team. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Carlson's kick is good. And the Dolphins build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. On the bootleg, it's Nix. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That complete to Jacobs. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Dotson, the man in motion. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Slot man in motion right. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. Back to throw is Nix. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Denver. Now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Broncos are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Tua. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. tight end going in motion here. Back on the ground and back to right. He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. Robert Spillane spills him there. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Tua to Tyreek for the Dolphins first.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's caught by Smith on the right side. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
From the gun on third down, Tagovailoa. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline. Not only this...
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And he'll be out of bounds, but gives them some breathing room. Up to the 35-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Second down, Nix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack. And it'll set up a third down. Nix from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. This one, return. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
These are the type of self-inflicted wounds that the coaching staff told us about all week, Mike, and it's been a real point of emphasis. Anyone possessing the ball, whether that's on offense, defense, or in this case, special teams, protect the ball at all costs, and I can promise you they're not going to be happy with this one.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll go play action with Nix. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Jawan Johnson. Touchdown, Broncos.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes, and this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. Oh, that's one where he just needs to unload it, but he did not. It'll go down as a sack and a big loss of yards.
I understand what he's trying to do, Mike. He's thinking, can I extend this play? Can I get out of the pocket and buy some time for my receivers? But on these early downs, that's a ball that just needs to be thrown away.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Here's Tungo Vailoa. Quick throw here is complete. And he's taken down up past the 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On play action, it's Tungo Vailoa. This throw right side is caught by Hill. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Miami.
Head up. This is right. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. Back to throw is Tua. Here's a screen coming for Wright. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Tua. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10, it's 1st and goal. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 52 yards. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Second and goal. Now Jacobs. Stopped at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Denver. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Tua now on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Hill. He's to the 15. And he will score. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. Now a big play here. Dolphins will go for 2. To the air again, Tagovailoa. That's caught! So they get the 2-point conversion, and all of a sudden that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th. A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Nix. Hit as he threw it, and the pass is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's got his man complete to Johnson. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the 2nd-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
And after that first down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a one-possession game.